Hey everybody, thanks so much for checking out Branch Out Guitar. I'm John, and today we're going to be talking about basic 7th chords, so let's get started. So basic 7th chords are going to be built off the chords that we learned from the Cage system in a previous guitar lesson. So we are going to have a C, A, G, E, and D 7th chord. And it's also referred to as a dominant 7th chord, so you would see it written as C7, A7, G7, E7, or D7. So I'm just going to step you through on how to play all those chords. So the C chord again was like this. We have our ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 5th string, middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string, open 3rd string, index finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string, and open 1st string. The one note that we're going to add is going to be with our pinky, and it's going to be here at the 3rd fret of the 4th string. You can hear how it changes the color of this chord. That's a C7 chord. If we go over to the A7 chord, our A again was the one where we're all crammed in here on the 2nd fret of the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings. In order to make it a 7th chord, A7, we're going to remove our middle finger and play the 3rd string open. And in doing so, we can change our fingering. You have a couple different options here for A7. You can either finger it with your index and middle finger, or you can finger it with your middle and ring finger. Either one has the same sound, it's just whichever fingering is comfortable for you. That's an A7 chord. The G7 builds from the G chord here. We'll have to change our fingering just a little bit more here. These two notes stay in the same spot on the 3rd fret of the 6th string and 2nd fret of the 5th string. But now this note on the 3rd fret of the 1st string is going to go down to the 1st fret of that same string. So instead of G, G7 is going to be kind of fingered like a regular C chord, but the fingering is spread out a little bit more. 3rd, 2nd fret here on 6th and 5th string, and then use our index finger here on the 1st fret of the 1st string. That's a G7 chord. Now our E7 chord, when we start back here with our E chord, in order to make it E7, all we're going to do is remove our ring finger, and we play that 4th string open. We have our E7 chord. And then our D chord, we start here again. Here's our D. This note here on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string is going to go down a whole step, so we have to change our fingering quite a bit more. So our middle finger is going to go over here to the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. Now our index finger is going to be on the 1st fret of the 2nd string, and then our ring finger is going to be on the 2nd fret of the 1st string. So one more time, C, C7, A, A7, G, G7, E, E7, and then D, and then D7. So I'm going to show you a quick little chord progression here using those regular major chords that we learned, the Cage system, and then also with some 7 chord variations. So the progression is going to be G, G7, C, back to G, then A, A7, D, and D7. And you can see how those 7th chords, you'll hear it kind of lead you into the next chord. Okay? So I'm just going to strum 4 notes to a bar and with quarter notes here. So we'd have G, G7 to a C chord, then back to G, going up to an A chord, A7, leads into the D chord, and then D7, that's going to take us back to G. So it's just a little progression to show you how those chords can function with the regular major chords as well. So that's pretty much it for basic 7th chords. Be sure to subscribe to the channel to get more great guitar information. You can comment and share below, and definitely be sure to check out branchoutguitar.com for other great guitar information. We'll see you next time.